John, how did you, after watching the tape, how did you think that more simplified approach in the second half worked Saturday?
Really, there weren't a whole lot of changes. You know, when Sky came over, he was just frustrated as much as anything, and just said, "Hey, put us in this and this, and just run the zone pressures. You know, third down." Really, it was the same calls. They just we executed better. They took ownership of it. That was a heck of a thing by them.
That was situational, not anything you're looking to carry over into Tennessee or anything like that?
Well, it's really pretty much the same calls we play.
Yeah.
And the first half, we had a lot of guys not doing their job correctly, whether it be technique or assignment. And then after that first drive, in the beginning of the third quarter, they settled down. We settled down a little bit and just said, hey, this is what it is. And they played better. They played more, they did their job better, more gap control sound, better with their coverage assignments, better with their blitz pickups.
John, you look at Joshua Dobbs. Is he pretty similar to Kyler Murray in the way that he can run the ball?
He can run the ball. Different style of runner. Now, Murray is really quick, not as big. This guy is a big man, very powerful runner. He's something else. He's quite a guy to watch, that's for sure.
How different is the way that they run him as compared to the way an A&M might?
It's a little bit different. You know, you'll get a little bit more zone read concept possibly with A&M. They'll run the power game, the power read with this guy. I mean, and the counter with him, and just carry the ball almost like a running back would.
Do you give your guys license to come to you with suggestions if they see something? How rare or uncommon is that?
I think it's pretty common.
Okay.
I always think players, they're on the field playing, you know, and you listen. Now, whether you do it that or not do that, that's entirely up to you as you see the games going on. But I've always been around where I want feedback from my players. I can remember when I was at Florida and I had, back in college, I always got feedback from Andre Davis, who was the Mike linebacker. He would always, hey, this is good. This is where we're at right now. This is how we're playing. I always wanted feedback. It was really, I think it's great.
In general, how difficult is it to find that line between simplifying but also maybe doing enough to keep the offense off guard, I guess?
We have all that in our package, and like I said, we really didn't change much from what we called. We may have just made sure what we were doing on third down from a zone pressure standpoint.
I think DJ was listed #1 on the depth chart, but he said it told us earlier Diggs was getting the snaps at #1. Is it anything?
DJ will start the game. They're both going to play. They both know that. We had a good conversation, so they're all good to go.
How tough is it to defend? It seems like a lot of teams have been running sort of slant routes off of a screen look, and your guys jump up on a screen receiver.
It depends on the coverage. You know, at times we had a couple zones we were in, and we should have just played back. You know, it's happened twice off that screen look this year. A couple times we made some good plays. In fact, the one we knocked down was a similar look, and T.J. Gurley made the play. So,
have you seen many teams that have run that? I was watching some of their film, and they'll run these plays where both guards kick out in different directions. Have you seen much of that at all?
3, 4. What teams was it against?
I think it was against Bama.
And who else?
I mostly watched Bama and a little Kentucky.
You would have seen it versus both those teams, and now you get to go back and look at what defense those two teams run, and you'll have a better idea. It'll be good for you, in a good way.